come into your good seat. Beginning our practice in easy pose. Feel yourself here in your place. Feel the stability of the ground beneath you. And create a nice, tall, lifting action up through your spine. Lifting all the way up through the crown of your head. Allowing your attention to go to your breath. Deepen the breath. Taking conscious control of your life force. And begin to feel the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. With each inhale, feeling the belly expand, the lower rib cage flare, and the chest rise. And when you exhale, just let all of the air relax out of the body. Making your breath smooth, even, long, and full. Our deep breathing practice increases prana or energy in the body and connects the mind and the body together. And so as you're breathing here deeply, evenly, and fully, begin to feel how the breath naturally moves the spine on the inside. Where your inhales naturally extend the spine, the chest rises, and the exhales gently flex the spine. So no conscious muscular movement yet, just noticing the natural interplay of the breath with the physical body. And as you feel that, slowly, gradually start to increase those body dynamics so that the inhale has a sense of actually contracting the back muscles to open the front body, maybe gazing slightly upward. And the exhale, you feel your belly pull back and the back body open as you lean slightly back with fingers around knees for support. Inhaling, leaning forward of the sit bones, lifting the chest, press your shoulder blades together. As you exhale, let the shoulders slide forward, drop the chin toward the chest, let all the air go. So we're just going to move this way for a few more breaths. Alternating, stretching front body and back body. So nice. Whenever you feel complete with this movement, let your inhale lift you straight up in the center, and with the exhale, twist, crossing right hand to left knee and looking over your left shoulder, twisting all the way to the left. Inhale back to center, lift and rise through the crown. Exhale to the opposite side, left hand to right knee, right hand behind, and gazing over the right shoulder. So we're continuing with this dynamic movement, letting the breath regulate and define the movement. Setting the pace for your practice. We want to keep this deep, even, conscious breathing with us throughout the whole session. You can start to feel the muscles through the torso, stretching and loosening up, waking up and warming up through the spine. And we're going to end on the opposite side from where we started. So left hand to right knee, and twisting to the right. Take your time and come back to center. With your next inhale, sweep your arms up. Just reach straight up out of the shoulders and energize through the arms, hands, and fingers. Draw the shoulders down into the body as you lift your heart, but drop your tailbone back. So we have some engagement through the torso, through the arms, you're breathing, waking up the heart. And then when you feel ready, hinge forward from your hips, leaning out from the chest, flat back coming down, and then let the hands come down. Let your head come to the ground. Deep breath here, forehead touching down. If your head doesn't reach the ground, just use your folded hands or a block under your forehead. So just starting our very initial mini inversion here, bringing extra blood flow into the face, into the front of the head, front of the brain. The throat. And then walk the hands in, bring your body up to center, and we'll switch the feet. So whichever foot is on top, note that we're going to place the opposite foot on top or in front. And we're going to continue our dynamic movement with side bending, starting with your left hand to the left, sweep your right arm up on your inhale. And when you exhale, arc the body over to the left, try to keep your shoulders square ahead and your gaze forward. Inhale to move through center and reach your left arm up, right hand rests on the ground. And as you exhale, arc the body over to the side, feeling a nice opening through that left side body. We're going to continue moving this way according to the rhythm of your own breath. We're starting to get into the sides. We're opening through the rib cage, through the intercostal muscles, creating this lateral flexion of the spine. And through these warm-ups, we actually move the spine in all of its primary ways. And then we'll move into a combined spinal movement next. Just a few more breaths here. And just notice as you continue to move in and out of the same position, each time you return, the body may call you a little bit deeper. Next time you come through center, left hand to the left, the right arm is going to arc over. We're going to twist and bow over to the left. Changing, we'll sweep the arms up and through center, right hand down, then left hand, and you're bowing to your right. Inhaling, switch the arms, right arm reaches up. Exhaling, twist, right hand floats to the ground, and you bow towards the left. Just continue this a few more times. Moving in a way always in your yoga asana practice that feels comfortable, interesting, pleasurable. After you've given yourself even treatment side to side, return to center. And then with your next inhale, sweep your arms up, hinging forward from the hips. As you exhale, lead with your heart flat back, hands float down, and then body comes all the way forward. Once again, forehead resting down. So the seated cross leg forward fold is the introduction to opening the hips. And when we hold in the pose, we're just allowing the body to explore the pose. Holding doesn't mean that you have to stay absolutely still. The body is always playing the edge, finding that perfect balance of gentleness, effort, and ease. When you feel complete here, walk your hands in, bring your body up. And we're going to separate the feet very wide apart. Coming into our seated wide leg forward fold. As you're here, you can draw the flesh back from the sit bones or roll the thigh flesh back. Just giving your pelvis a level action. So hands behind the hips can help with leveling the pelvis. And if you feel stable and upright, you can explore moving your hands on your legs or in front of you, or go ahead and keep them behind if that's feeling good. So here again, playing the edge. We're holding the pose, but that doesn't mean that we stay in the same place. Feeling the sensations you're creating with your movement. You follow that stretch deeper and deeper into the body, feeling a nice opening here in the inner thighs. Coming forward as best you can with a flat back, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Nice deep breath. Two more breaths. And when you're complete, bring the body upright and just use your hands to support your legs, bending the knees, pull the soles of the feet together, and then let your legs fall easily toward the ground. You can use your hands on your shins, ankles, or feet. Starting with a lifted spine, lifting out of the waist. And if you would like to deepen the effect in the hips, you can once again lean forward, hinging first from the hips. And this time we're going to round into the low back, and then the middle back, and then the upper back, letting the head bow forward towards your feet. One more breath, coming deeper into the hips. And then release. Bring your body up. You can use the hands to bring the knees in, and then extend your legs all the way long on your mat. Again, you can draw the flesh back from the sit bones so that your weight is leaning toward the front of the sit bones. Legs are long, pressing out through the heels. The toes are coming back towards your head. Again, starting with a flat back. Inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, start to move your heart towards your feet, extending long through the spine, even as you're beginning to fold forward. Again, you're just easing your way in, coaxing your body open, stretching here through the backs of the legs. And as you continue to come deeper, your belly comes closer to your thighs. You can let the body come forward toward the legs, chest toward the knees, and then face toward the shins. Use your hands however it feels helpful and supportive to you, experiencing yourself in this shape. Take some deep breaths. We are stretching the entire back body from the soles of the feet all the way up to the top of the head. Gently release the pose. Bring your body upright. And then cross your ankles, moving into tabletop pose. Hands on the mat in front of you. Walk the knees back under the hips. You can let your big toes touch behind you. And we'll start with some easy cat-cows. And this is going to give us a much longer stretch through the front and back waist area. So the abdominal panel, as we inhale in cow pose, chest up, tail is up, and through the low back, and actually the middle and upper back, even the neck as we exhale in cat pose. So just alternate this way a couple of times. And we're going to progress into the beach flow. So after your next inhale in cow pose, toes curled under, press back to downward facing dog. Let the knees come to the ground, and with an inhale, return to cow pose. Exhale to cat, rounding your back. And then lift the hands as you inhale, rise up and open your heart to the sky in exalted camel pose. Exhaling, coming with a flat back with strength and control, hips to heels. Extended child pose, the hands come down, the head comes down. And then inhale, move the heart forward and up, back to cow pose. Curl toes under, exhale to downward facing dog. At the end of the exhale, the knees come down, chest up, tail up. Squeeze your shoulders together. Cow pose. Exhale, round in cat. Tuck your tail, tuck your chin. Rise up with your inhale. Opening to the sky, camel. Exhale, hips to heels. Bowing forward, extended child pose. Touch your forehead down. And then inhale, returning to cow pose. Toes curl under. Press to downward dog. One last round, we'll bring the knees down, cow pose, chest up, tail up. Exhale, round in cat. Rising up, open your heart to the sky. Down to a child. Inhale to cow pose, and we're going to end in downward facing dog. So just winding up that sequence, we're going to find some depth in downward dog. You can pedal out your feet here if that feels good to you. And then letting your heart melt back toward your toes. Make sure you have the weight to the tops of your palms towards your fingers so that you're not putting too much weight in your wrists. Arms are long, spine is long, and your sit bones are pointing up toward the ceiling. So the pelvis and torso, neck and head are all in one long line. Take one more breath here. And then look forward. Step your feet up to your hands as you inhale, lifting halfway with parallel back to floor. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees a lot, drop your hips, sweep your arms out to the side, opening the chest, and press up reaching up, and then float your arms down by your sides. Mountain pose. Let's take some deep breaths here. Feel your feet firmly against the ground. Feel your legs strong and straight, pelvis level, and you're lifting up through your spine, shoulders relaxed on the back, and the ears are right over the shoulders. And then with your next inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, interlace fingers, release index fingers, stretch up. Exhale, half moon pose to the right. Inhale up center. And so we're just bending straight to the side in our half moon pose to the left. Inhale center. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees, hands to ground, head bows forward. Inhale, half lift, body parallel to the ground. And then place your palms down and step your feet back, plank pose. Hold steady in plank for a few breaths. Squeeze the muscles around the leg bones and lift from the sides of the waist, just gently, keeping the pelvis in line with the rest of the body, but creating some support for the weight of the pelvis by engaging the muscles through the middle body. When you're ready, put your knees on the ground and then bend your elbows and lower yourself all the way down to your mat. With your hands below your shoulders, take an inhale. And as you exhale, lift your chest away from the ground, using your back muscles to lift you into cobra pose. Shoulders are on the back and elbows are moving toward the hips. Back of the neck is in a graceful curve. Breathe as best you can in this deep, full cobra. When you're ready, you can release the pose. Press all the way back to downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then inhaling, step the feet up to the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, drop your hips, the weight's in the heels. Coming up through a little chair pose, rise up. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, and bending to the left side, half moon pose. Inhale up center, and then exhaling over to the right. Inhale up center, and fold forward, hinging from the hips, lead with the heart, hands down, body and head come down. Inhale halfway up, extend your spine, and exhale to plank pose. This time put your knees, your chest, and your chin on the ground, elbows in close to the sides, hips stay lifted for 8-pointed pose. And then slide forward, dropping your belly and lifting into cobra. Exhale breath takes you all the way back to downward dog. With your inhale, take your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands, taking a crescent stance. Make sure you have enough space side to side for stability. And with an inhale, rise up. You can straighten the front knee, lift the back heel. As you come up, reach up. And as you exhale, face your palms toward each other, bend your front knee, and press back through your back heel. The heart is lifting. The back leg is energized. Squeezing, stretching. From here, take your left hand to the ground, right hand up in a crescent twist. Take some deep breaths. Right hand to right knee, drop your left heel flat to the mat. Sweep your left arm up with your inhale, squaring to a warrior two stance, and then exhale as you sink into your warrior two pose. Squeeze your legs, hips are square ahead, arms are strong. Breath is strong, smooth, and flowing. Turn your right palm up, gazing to the right. Drop your left hand back and arc the right arm overhead in reverse warrior. Keep bending your right knee. Coming through center, place your right forearm on your thigh, left arm overhead, lifting and opening through the front body, and the left arm comes over the ear in extended side angle pose. Beautiful. Breathe, stretch, and reach, rolling the weight into the outside edge of your left foot. Release with your inhale, coming back through extended reversed triangle, and then full triangle pose. Reaching to the right, tilt your arms, and then let that right hand just trail down the right leg. Reach long through the spine, tilting the pelvis along with the torso. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend the knee, right arm arcs over and back. And then exhaling, windmill your arms down as you lift your back heel and drop your back knee, lift your chest. Low crescent pose. Feeling that beautiful lengthening of the psoas muscle and the left front of the hip. We're going to curl the left toes under, lift the knee, and come into a pyramid pose, just bowing your head towards your right knee. Chin is tucked. Back heel is reaching into the mat. And then release the head, look forward toward your toes at the top of the mat. Shift the weight into your right foot as you lift the left. We're going to move into warrior three from here. When you feel stable and balanced, lift your arms, bringing your body parallel to the ground, back leg parallel to the ground, and breathe. When you're ready to release, place your hands on the ground, place your left foot down beside your right, and fold forward. Taking some nice relaxing breaths in your forward fold. As you lengthen through the spine, the arms and head are heavy. You're hinged out of the hips. And you breathe. When you feel complete here, bend your knees, sweep your arms, rise up. And then bring your hands down right in front of your heart. Samastitihi, stable pose. Feel the energy at the hands, the groundedness at the feet. Notice the sensations, notice the energy, the feeling in your body. Inhaling, sweep your arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Place your palms down and just step all the way back to downward facing dog. With your inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands, creating some space side to side for stability in your crescent stance. Inhale to rise. You can straighten front knee, lift back heel as you reach up. And then exhaling, bend your front knee, shoulders draw down, and your back heel pushes back. Heart is lifted. Shoulders draw down in the body. Legs are strong. Nice full breath. And then right hand to ground, left arm up, crescent twist. Keep bending your left knee so that the hips are low and level with the knee. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Beautiful, breathe. Left hand comes to left knee, and we spin the right heel flat to the center of the mat. Sweep your right arm up with your inhale, opening to warrior two stance, and with your exhale, bend your left knee. Squaring the hips, squeeze your legs, strong arms, lifting up from the spine. Maybe sinking a little bit deeper into that left knee. Looking to the left palm up, the right hand drops back to the right leg, reverse warrior. Nice deep side bend, keep bending your left knee. And move through center, lean your left forearm to thigh and the right arm up and over, bicep over the ear. Heart is lifted and you're reaching long through your right body. From the outer edge of the right foot all the way up to the fingertips. Inhaling, both legs extended, coming to reverse triangle. Right hand back, left arm over. And then moving through center, triangle pose to the left. Just reach out of the waist to the left. Tilt the arms. Left fingertips rest on left leg. Keep your body long and keep it back in line with the legs. Lifting the heart toward the sky. Slowly sliding your left hand down your left leg. Reach through your crown. One inhale breath, reverse warrior, bend the left knee, right hand back, left arm arcs over. And then windmill the arms down as you lift your back heel, hands to ground, and bring your right knee down behind you, low crescent, supported with the hands. So we're really going for this deep stretch in the front of the right hip. Kind of reverses all of the time we spend sitting throughout the day. Opening those hip flexors. Feels good. When you're ready, curl your back toes under, shift it back to your pyramid pose, tucking the chin, move your forehead towards your knee. Reach your right heel into the ground. Back leg is nice and long. And then lift the head looking forward, moving into our challenging balance pose in Warrior 3. Lift your right foot, lift the leg parallel to the ground, and then bring the torso up parallel to the ground as the arms reach out to the sides like wings. Keep your gaze steady to help your balance. Try to keep your hips level, heart reaching forward. When you're ready to release, the hands come to the ground. Your right foot steps to the mat next to the left foot and fold forward. Just let yourself go here, hinging out of the hips. We're lengthening through the low back, the middle back, the upper back, the neck. You can shake your head gently side to side or shaking your head yes. Check in with your breath. In this position, we're getting a nice massage to the abdominal organs with a deep breath. And when you're ready, shift the weight back to the heels as you bend your knees, drop your hips, sweep your arms looking forward, rise up from the crown of the head, reach up, palms together, and slide your hands down in front of your heart. Just feel yourself here. And then release your hands. We're going to take a couple of balancing poses from standing. So shift your weight to your left foot and bring your right knee up in front of your chest. Interlace the fingers and hold around the front of the right knee, pulling the leg in toward your body. The elbows are in close to the sides. You're engaging through your biceps and triceps of the upper arms, lifting up straight up and tall through your spine and your head. You don't want to be leaning back or forward. Nice and straight. If you'd like to challenge your balance here, release the left hand and take your right knee out to the right. Left hand can go to hip or reach out to the left for balance. And then smoothly move the knee towards center. Put the left hand on the knee. Sweep your right arm back and twist to the right. Lift up out of the waist. Slowly move the gaze around to the right and maybe look back behind you. When you're ready, come back to center and release your right leg. Stepping firmly into the right foot. Right leg is strong. Bring your left knee up, opposite interlace of the fingers, and draw the left knee close to the chest. Pull it in. Use the strength of your arms. Stay with your breath. Focus on the breath. Keep your eyes still. It's fine to stay here. If you'd like to challenge yourself, you can move the knee out to the left and reach your right arm to the right. Lift out of the waist. Try to keep your pelvis level. Breathe. Good. It's okay if you fall out. Come right back in where you left off. When you're ready to change, move the knee to center. Put the right hand on the knee. Sweep your left hand out and back, and then twist to the left. Lifting out of the waist and slowly shifting the gaze around to the left and maybe behind. When you feel ready, smoothly return to center. Release your left foot and stand evenly in both feet. Mountain pose. Re-regulate your breath. And next we're moving into tree pose. If you like, you can start with your hands on your hips. Lifting the right heel, turn the toes and the knee out to the right. You can choose your foot position, having the heel to ankle, the foot to calf, the foot to the inner thigh, or moving into a half lotus, bringing the foot in front of the left hip. You can have one or both hands in prayer position to start. Reach your tailbone down, and as you reach up through your crown of your head, take the arms up. Steady breath, steady gaze, feeling the grounding in your standing foot, the rootedness, strength through your trunk, the extension through your branches. When you're ready, you can release. Stepping into the right foot, turn the left toes and knee out, and then you can again choose heel to ankle, foot to calf, foot to inner thigh, or half lotus, foot in front of the right hip. Hands to heart in prayer position. Reach your tailbone down. Lift up through the crown of the head, and then you can take your arms up. Reach the tailbone down. Find a meditative stance. And when you're ready, you can release and return to the top of your mat. Inhale to sweep your arms up. And exhale, forward fold, hinging from the hips, leading with the heart, folding all the way in. Inhale halfway up, and then exhale to plank pose. Bring your right knee to the ground. Turn the right foot out off the mat. We're going to plant pressure into the right hand, supporting the weight as the left foot spins flat, and then sweep your left arm up. If you like, you can lean slightly back, opening the chest toward the sky, maybe letting your head drop back as long as it's comfortable for your neck. Breathe and stretch. Stretching your left lung, front of the chest, all the way up through the left side of the abdomen. And then we're going to switch. So the left hand comes down, left knee down, turn the left foot off to the side of the mat, extend the right leg with the foot flat, weight in the left hand, and the right arm sweeps up. And then take it as far back as you like, letting the arm go back, just opening right side body, chest, underarm. Breathe, enjoy what you do for you. And then when you're complete, release. Turn around and lie on your back. Bringing the knees into the chest. You can gently rock side to side to massage your low back. And then place your hands down on the mat. And you can even tuck the forearms slightly under the hips. Take the feet straight up to the ceiling. Shoulders are tucked back behind you. And we're just going to do some leg lowers. So inhale with your legs high. As you exhale, slowly lower the legs toward the ground. Fine to go partway down or bend the knees as you come up, inhaling. And then again, slowly lower the knees just as far as it's feeling good to your low back, keeping an eye on the low back so that it doesn't lift too far away from the ground. You want to get a sense of pushing the low back into the ground. Moving with breath. Strengthening the core, the abdominals, as well as the back. Two more. Let your feet go all the way to the ground. Take the hands out from under and then just put your soles of your feet together as you bend your knees in a reclined angle pose. Bring the hands up so the fingertips touch above the head if that's comfortable for your shoulders. And then relax. Just let the front body be open. Let the legs be heavy. Take some really deep breaths here. Bring the arms down by the sides and the knees together. Coming into our reclining spinal twist with the right foot on the ground and the left leg long on the mat. Scoot your hips a little to the right. Right foot comes up on left thigh, left hand goes to the knee as you inhale. Exhaling, roll everything over to the left. And then with another inhale, sweep the right arm forward and then up and then all the way out to the right as you turn your head looking to the right and breathe. It's okay if your right shoulder does not touch the ground, and it's okay if your right knee does not touch the ground. So having these areas actually suspended above the ground adds a little bit of weight to deepen the twist. Naturally, gently, and comfortably. And then when you're ready, you can unwind back to center. Place hips and head center with right leg long. Scoot the hips to the left. Left foot on right thigh, right hand over knee with your inhale. Exhaling, roll all the way to the right. Sweep your left arm forward in front of you and then up, open and out to the left as you turn your head looking to the left. You can keep reaching through that left arm for a deeper stretch. Breathe into your spine, massaging the spine with breath. And then gently unwind, rolling back to center. Put your hips and head in the center. And make your way into Shavasana, your final resting pose. Extending the legs out, the feet go toward the corners of the mat. Palms face up with the shoulders relaxed all the way back behind you. And here we'll take 3 large releasing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making a ha sound as you push the air out, clearing, cleansing, letting go of anything you do not wish to carry forward from this point on. And then just moisten the mouth, gently close your lips, keep your tongue soft. Eyes are softly closed, relaxed. Relax your eyebrows, your forehead, and your scalp. Let the shoulders fall heavily back toward your mat. Just completely let go of the arms and the hands, the legs and the feet. Surrender your body to the earth. In this pose, your intelligent internal energy integrates and assimilates all the benefits of everything that you did in your practice. The more you can let go, the better. You just transformed yourself inside to outside, head to toes, skin to bones, in every aspect of your being. And when you feel ready, gently invite movement into the body, maybe first by deepening the breath, or rolling the limbs, or just wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your head. And just let yourself reawaken, completely new, completely fresh, renewed, restored. And taking whatever final movements to transition from practice back to your day in progress. You can allow yourself to just return to a comfortable seat. Just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for coming to your mat today. It's been my honor and my pleasure to guide you in your practice today. Hari Om and Namaste.